And welcome back to the Plastic Crack Show. I'm your host Lee, and this is the Forces of Destiny Star Wars Rey of Jakku. This figure is about 12 inches tall and comes obviously in a nice windowed box, as we can see. Obviously it's for ages 3 years or over. It's by Hasbro and of course Disney. And we can sort of see from the front of the box what you're going to get in. So you're going to get the Rey statue, you get a backpack, you get a bow staff. Up here it shows that there's a gimmick to the item, so it looks like she has like a bow swing. We'll just go around. Again, it's a plastic bubble on a card back, and the bubble takes up the entirety of the back. On the back, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see too well, there's a sort of cartoon image of Rey. There's a little bit of a blurb of Rey of Jakku. Just basically says she's brave, true to her friends, and it sort of goes with the YouTube series that accompanied it, which was very bland. And again, it explains, of course, the bow staff swing, and of course tells you other figures that were available in the collection, which is of course Jyn Erso and Sabine Wren. Neither of which I've seen in the major retailers in Australia, which is a bit of a disappointment. But on saying that, these figures are obviously poorly sold in Australia. This is actually the second figure of each of this one I bought, because they've actually just recently dumped them out on special. I bought one which is this one at full price, which is the display, and then that's actually just one to keep, I suppose, mint in the box, because they dumped them out so dirt cheap it was worth doing it. And when I say dirt cheap, they were going out for 66% off. In fact, they were going out for the price cheaper than the retail price for the 3 3/4 inch Last Jedi figures. So, it was sort of it says what the line's been like in Australia. It's been very poorly picked up. But of course, here we have Rey in her, out of the box, in her pose. Obviously, she has the bow staff. It does have a bandolier, so it can be slung on her shoulder. Obviously, if we spin her around, you can see the backpack now on her, and it's got a nice little shoulder guard on it. Again, we see the plastic belt with pack. It's, in this case, slid around to the back, but it's just a plastic belt, so it can just be rejigged as you wish. With a bit of a play. And these are really weird figures, and I think I know why they didn't sell too well, because they are, they're not the world's greatest figures. I mean, you get this sort of cloth, and this cloth is fraying. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well in the video, but this cloth here is actually starting to fray on the edges. Whoop. Doesn't stand terribly well. It's a plastic PVC figure. It has, of course, your standard sort of fabric here, basically the same as, say, a Barbie doll or something like that. It has, of course, fabric sleeves, I suppose you'd call them, and on this side you have a plastic sleeve. Obviously plastic boots. I don't know if they come off. They look like they come off. They've got the splits on the back that would indicate they do come off. Not really, well, I could try, but I'm not really that bothered. It's a hard plastic. It's got, of course, the Hasbro tag on the back of the head, just to let you know it's Lucas licensed. It's got some articulation, so you got basic knee articulation to about there. Again, basic knee articulation to about there. Arms fare a bit better, but not by much, so you've got like a light ratchety sort of effect in this arm. And it does have a jointed elbow, so you can get fairly good range of motions in the elbows. The wrist is jointed. And the hand is rubbery, so you can obviously hold a variety of different assets in the hands. Same on this one. And of course, the head itself, it has a full 360 range of motion, and it does have a slight amount of playability, so you can tilt up and down. I'm going to try and get her to stand again. So posability, playability, it's somewhat limited by the range of motion. All the outfit on this one is rubbery plastic. So her top is, or the skirt is a separate piece, and it's a rubber plastic. The top itself, again, it's actually molded, so it can't have anything done to it. And the pants themselves, they're a mould, so again, you can't really do anything with those. And of course, she's supposed to have this gimmick where you twist what's supposed to happen is when you twist that, she's supposed to do a swing, but she doesn't. It's this really weird gimmick that didn't work from the get-go. You know, she's got a spring in there. You're supposed to be able to, you know, grab her by the legs and pull them in, and they're meant to swing. It doesn't happen. They should have left the gimmick out. They should have probably put some more articulation in it. Playability is really limited, and the gimmick feature just doesn't work. For a display figure, you know, it's right. It looks relatively good. You know, does it look like Rey? Yeah, to a certain extent, it pulls it off. Is it good for display? Well, it's, you know, at the moment in Australia, they're $10. So if you haven't got one, certainly worth the purchase. Just to say that you've got, you know, one of these Forces of Destiny figures. But it's a lost line. It really isn't a spectacular figure. You know, the original price point was up around the same price as a Black Series. The Black Series got far more playability than what these Forces of Destiny figures are. The rollout in Australia particularly has been very, very stunted. You know, I certainly would like to have seen, particularly prior to purchasing these ones and having a bit of a play. I know that there was actually a Princess Leia in Endor outfit, which did look great. And of course, there was a couple other figures that came out that looked interesting. But as you'll see over the course of the Forces of Destiny figures reviews I do, it's probably just as good we didn't get them. So that was the Forces of Destiny Rey of Jakku. And this was, of course, the Plastic Crack Show. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, as I said, we're going to be doing a few more of these. So tune in for more. And we'll see you next time.